Okay, this is your boy Wayne, aka Montana from Inner Groove Productions. Okay, so we're going to look at the TMD8000 and how it can sort of help you out using Logic, and you can use it sort of front end as a controller and move faders to control volumes within Logic. I've seen a few forums on YouTube, however, I've only seen it done, not how to do it. So it took me a bit of figuring out and a bit of investigation, but I think got there in the end. So to help you guys out who want to do this, I'll show you how I did it and how it worked for me, and hopefully that will work for you because I'm nice like that. Okay, so first things first, we'll look at the transport function of the Tascam TMD8000. Over here I have Logic. For me, I'm an old school kind of guy. I like hands-on. I like to kind of slide faders and stuff. Theoretically, I suppose we don't actually need this because you could just do it all through here. However, as I said, I'm old school and I swear by this thing. So, what I've done is, as you can see, I've got quite a lot of MIDI instruments within my environment. However, here's the Tascam console, and within that, I've got it set to channel 1 on port 13. As I said, I've got quite a bit of MIDI stuff because I'm old school, baby. And I'm running the interface. The MIDI interfaces are the AMT from eMagic. However, you'd assign a port to whatever interface you're using. Yeah. So for me, that's the setup I got on port 14. So everything coming through channel 1 is dealing with the Tascam. Okay, so we'll go back over here. So to generate this as a transport for the TMD8000, what you have to do is get your settings in the Tascam first. So first thing I did was click Shift over here into your MIDI settings, click it again, takes you into this page. And then you have to add, well, what I did is added these controllers here. So internal MIDI generator right there. The MIDI controllers, MMC, which is MIDI machine control, and I'm using the timecode data for automation, the actual TMD8000 itself, but that's another story. Okay, so I've got all those in place, and what will happen then when you click play, this baby lights up here. As you can see, play's running, and we look up here, the numbers are running, and it's generating timecode. Hooray, you might say. So we click stop, and what's happening over here is, let's just take the track off mute. When I go back over here and click play, you can see this bit goes to blue, which means it's receiving MIDI timecode, and that's running the track along. Yeah. Click stop, it stops. Click rewind and fast forward. There you go. You can see it started doing that. It's a beautiful thing. Okay, so that in essence is how I've done the transport controls on this. So it's running, as I said, from there into my MIDI interface into Logic. Okay, so that's cool. So we're all good in the hood with that one. The next cool thing, again, seen it happening over YouTube, but not seeing how to do it. But I'll show you guys how I did it. Is if I slide this up and down, look at that. Wow, isn't that a beautiful thing? It sure is. So how did you do that, Wayne? Well, what you'll notice is whenever you sort of make a MIDI move, that's a bit extreme move, but whenever you make one, it sends MIDI information into Logic, and then you just assign the controllers. So how I did that was I went over into my preferences on automation. Now then, this box comes up here, and usually what you'll see is this is set to off. So what you do is click it on and then learn message. Then what happens is a message pops up. Let's click it, and then once the message pops up, you click OK and you click learn at the same time. And this is how to do with the phone in my hand. as you're moving the fader up and down. So you're learning the message, and basically what you're saying to Logic is learn what this means. And from memory, I think volume is controller number 7, I think, in the MIDI implementation chart for those of you who are white coat and anorak kind of guys and girls, but it does it automatically anyway. So there you go, up and down, and there you have control of a fader. And what you will find sometimes, what I find is that because it's quite a long fader, that should be 127 right through to 0 and vice versa. Quick movements, you'll find it jumps like that. So I'd just be aware of that. So I just make very short movements within your mix and your automation. If you're going to do that, obviously you can set Logic to record and record those automated moves based on your movements on your fader on your TMD8000. So hope that's been helpful for you guys. Drop me some feedback, and I'll see you on the next time. Peace out.